Hi, I'm Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over a few postures to help you relieve lower back pain. If at any point these postures do not feel good in your body, know that you can always stop and move on to the next one. For today's class, if you have a block handy, I would ask that you use the block. If you do not have a block at home, another option would be to take a towel and fold it up, or to maybe slide a blanket underneath your low back in the positions that we do decide to use the block. I will cue using the block today. You can also do all of these postures without it. All right, let's get started. So first I want you to lie all the way down onto your back and just have that block nearby. So as you lie down onto your back, draw the soles of your feet together to touch and let your knees come open wide. So Supta Baddha Konasana. So right away you might notice your hips start to fire up a little bit. Try to relax your hip flexors. Maybe even take your hands and massage your hip creases if they're starting to feel tight. I know it is first thing. And sometimes in this position I like to rock my hips a little side to side. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. From here, take your hands to your hips with your thumbs on top and your fingers cupping underneath. And from there, just gently start to press down on your thighs. So pressing away from your body to sort of relieve some pressure in the spine. Tuck your chin here slightly. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in. And breath out. Good, and release. So that's one posture I like to hold for quite a bit of time. If you have more time throughout your day to take these postures, I always recommend holding 3 to 5 breaths. Moving on. So next, I want you to take your knees and gently draw them together. You can use your hand strength to do this. Otherwise, use your thigh strength to draw your knees in. And from here, gently pick your hips up and then set them back down so your lower back is pressing into the floor. So feet hip-width distance apart. We're going to do the exact same thing. So take your hands to your thighs and gently press your hands into your thighs. Tuck your chin slightly, lengthen your back body, and feel some tension relieve from your spine. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out here. One more breath in. And breath out. And release your arms. Grab your block. Keep your feet hip-width distance apart. Moving into supported bridge. From here, the block can either be at its lowest height or at its medium height. I would avoid taking the highest height in this position unless you're comfortable with it in your body. So from here, gently press your feet into the floor and slide the block underneath your sacrum. So you want to feel supported in this position. If the block is too far down, then you'll likely feel uncomfortable. If it's too far on your back, you'll also do the opposite effect. So just make sure it's right underneath your sacrum, your lower back, and you feel really supported in this position. From here, your arms can rest down by your sides. Your arms can come up over your head. Just find a position that feels best to you. And breathe here. So let yourself feel supported by the block. Not trying to hold your hips up. Letting your hips be held here. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. And breath out. From here, if you have the block, keep the block where it is. Just gently extend your legs up into the air for supported legs up the wall. So the block, again, here supporting your legs as they come up, releasing your sacrum. Just breathe. Try not to have any action in your feet, just let them hang here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep breathing. Another option for supported legs up the wall is you can always go to a wall, prop your legs up, and scoot your hips as close to the wall as you can to let your legs just be supported by the wall. So if you don't have a block, that's another option as well. We'll stay here just for a few more breaths. Good, take one more breath in. One more breath out. From here, slowly bend your knees. Place your feet back on the floor. Pick your hips up and remove the block. Set your hips down. Take your feet to the outside edges of your mat. Let your knees fall together. Fallen bridge. Just a couple breaths here to reset the spine. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Bend your right knee up into your chest and extend your left leg long on your mat. From here, draw your right arm out to a T. You can scoot your hips over to the right a little bit. And then gentle supine twist, guide your knee across your body. So you want to remain grounded through both of your shoulders here. If your right shoulder is trying to come off the floor, just back up off the twist a little bit here. Another option is to take your block underneath your knee on the left side for a little extra support. Draw your knee back to center. Hug it into your chest. And send your right leg long on your mat. Hug your left knee into your chest. Send your left arm out to a T. Scoot your hips a little bit over to the left and then guide your knee across your body. So again, here an option to have the block underneath your knee for some support. Or if it feels okay without it, then just allow yourself to let gravity take over. Just a few more breaths in this position. And draw your knee back to center. Give it one more squeeze and send it long on your mat. Happy baby, bend both knees up into your chest. Reach up, grab for the outsides of your feet or the insides of your feet. And just for a moment, rock side to side on your spine. If it feels good to extend one leg, you may. Then maybe the other. Just give your low back a little bit of a massage. And then release your feet. Rock up to a seated position. Draw the soles of your feet together and let your knees come open wide. Right, just like we did lying down, except for now we're sitting. And from this position, hinge slightly forward, maybe even just plant your hands down and rock your hips a little bit side to side. Try to relax your head and neck. Just here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly rise up. Cross at your feet. Land your palms and come to lie all the way down onto your belly. We'll set up for a Sphinx pose. So separate your feet about inner hips distance apart, so no wider than your hips. And bring your shoulders over your elbows and your forearms on the floor. From here, gently traction your hands back as you pull your chest forward. Lift your elbows a couple of inches off of the floor. Press the tops of your feet down and gaze down over the tip of your nose. Keep your neck long. Take a deep breath in, lift. Exhale, lower your forehead down. Then gaze to the right, left ear down, palms can come back by your sides. In this position, you can always wiggle your hips side to side. Give your low back again a little release. We'll take that one more time. Gaze back to center. Bring your forearms to the floor. Stack your shoulders over your elbows. Press the tops of your feet down. Spread your fingers wide. Gaze over the tip of your nose. And then draw your chest forward. Lift your elbows a couple of inches off the floor. Take a breath in. Breath out. And release down. Tap your forehead. Gaze to the left. Right ear on your mat. Rest your palms back by your sides and wiggle your hips a little bit here. Gaze back to center. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press up to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under and press your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. So just take a moment to stretch out your hamstrings, pedal out your feet. Wrap your triceps back. Dive your chest toward your thighs. Lift your hips up. Soften your knees and melt your heels toward the floor. We'll hold here for 2 full breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Bring your feet out a little bit wider than your hips. Bend your knees a lot, wide ragdoll. Grab opposite hand to elbow and just hang. You can gently sway side to side if that feels okay. Again, make sure your knees are bent here quite deeply. You want to find belly to thigh compression. You don't want your torso hanging way out here with your hips back. So it's okay to bend your knees, right? Relaxing the entire back line of your body. Let this feel good. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your hands. Walk your feet together. Lift your heels. Sit your hips to your heels and curl into a ball for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, have a seat. Draw the soles of your feet back together to touch. Bring your knees open wide. Walk your hands forward and rock side to side. Good. Walk your hands back up. Face your palms up or down on your thighs. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Draw your hands to heart center. Thank yourself for taking time out of your day to move your body. Then open your eyes. I hope that these postures served you. Know that you can always go back and you can do them over and over again. You can hold them much longer than we did today. If you have any questions, please comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you back on your mat really soon. Namaste.